Hi, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your August 2024 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously. It gets this channel seen by more people. So, thank you so very much for doing so. And let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Oh, goodness. Angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Ooh, okay. All right, Leo. So we are crowned here with the hangman. So the hangman is coming up, meaning that we're going to start seeing things differently than we have before. And there's a sense of like things being uncomfortable, right? Because the hangman is an uncomfortable position. But here, you see with the kind of like, I don't know what shape this is with the legs, but this is a sign of awakening, and this is a sign of deeper knowledge coming your way. So that is going to be something to be very aware of during this time, is that even though we're looking at things quite differently than we have before, it's leading us towards awakening. It's leading us into a deeper understanding of ourselves, but it's saying, hey, listen, things might not be as comfortable as they once were. August can be a little bit of pushing us out of our comfort zone, having us see things differently, having us look at ourselves differently, but we're going to start to see where it is that we need to be for us and the changes that we need to make for the betterment of us. It moves us then to the Hierophant reverse. So if you have Taurus energy in your chart, if you have Taurus energy in your life, Leo, this can come through like a little bit grating, a little bit like, ugh. But there's also a sense of going against kind of the establishment, right? Going against the normal way of things, or the top-down structure of things, or like you're supposed to fit in like this. And it's like, but why? Why not be like this or like that? So just knowing that we're going to be having a little bit of growing pains and a little bit of like wanting to see things differently or questioning the way that we're moving forward. We then have the Eight of Pentacles, which is hard work and dedication. We're going to be very hard workers during this time, even though we are going to kind of like push against the certain ways that people want us to do things, or ways that we think we should be doing things. We can also be finding that some relationships can be coming to an end during this time, or some things have just reached their natural end. Can also be a very interesting development. And with the Eight of Pentacles, there is this sense here of hard work, of dedication. We can throw ourselves into our work in August, but we're also planting seeds to really build up our finances and move us forward in prosperity. And then moves us to the Page of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Again, we have that strong Taurus energy here, but we're coming through as being students of our prosperity, students of our success. Earth sign energy. Okay, if we have children in our lives who are earth sign energies, again, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, they could be our children, they could be our grandchildren, they could be children that we work with, nieces, nephews, however they come into our lives. They're going to be teaching us lessons about our prosperity and about the way that we're moving forward in prosperity. But they're also going to have us looking at ourselves and saying, how do I move forward in my financial success and in seeing myself as prosperous? So this is us looking at us quite differently than we have before, connecting with our inner child, connecting with our inner way of what we desired from wealth, how we saw wealth when we were younger, how that's being interpreted into how we see wealth and success within ourselves now. So that's going to be a big thing. We then have the Four of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles is seeing vampiric energy. Now, this is energy that has kept us stuck. This is energy that has held us back. It has drained us. It has overwhelmed us. And there are certain things here where it's like, okay, where's the toxic energy around success, prosperity, and abundance? Where were we drained? And how do we move forward in prosperity and in bounty of self? So there's going to be certain things that come up where we'll be like, wow, I don't know why I'm having such an intense reaction to this. And yet Spirit's going to be like, okay, vampiric reaction to triggering things that made us feel small, that made us feel worthless, that made us feel overwhelmed. And then it leads us, which is the perfect segue, into the Strength card. Now, the Strength card represents us, Leo, in the major arcana. This is the essence of us coming forward. And the way that we can be kind of countering, not kind of, the way that we can be countering negativity and feeling overwhelmed is by really embracing, or excuse me, what is it called? It can, is going to be by negative Leo traits. So we can be overly stubborn. We can be, kind of in the middle of everything, but not really showing any of us. So it's like everybody knows us, everybody sees us, but they don't know us. So just being aware of this during this time. We could also be very cat-like, right? So we're here and then we're just gone and nobody knows, why, or they'll be like, what happened to Leo? Where did they go? And we were just like, we just left. It was time to go. We just left. So just being aware of that during this time is again going to be very important, because if we know, okay, you know what? In August, I just need to treat myself a little bit kinder. I need to be gentler with myself. I need to give myself time to recharge, however recharging works for you, whether you're introverted or extroverted. That's going to be important, because what you're seeing here is that you're building towards something that is very important to you, something that really shows your success and prosperity within yourself. But you're going to be going against the grain of the way people usually do things. And so you're going to be standing out. You're going to be seeing yourself in a different light. You're going to be questioning the way that you've been moving forward or what you've been moving towards, or do you want to make this change? Don't you want to make this change? Because again, there's a sense here of embracing like this idea of success and prosperity, kind of like a mainstream idea of success and prosperity, but you're putting your own spin on it. You're saying, but these are my talents. Like, this is the way I can move this forward. This is how I'm utilizing my strengths and myself. And you're astoundingly hardworking during this time. I mean, this can be a month where like you work the vacation summer month away, right? And it's like you get super, super far, super successful. You are going after a lot of questions. Like, you're saying, well, what about this? And what about that? And how about this? And how about that? It pays off for you. But just know that there can be energy around you that you're trying to run away from. That can be like, okay, well, I'm just seeing it as like it could be reckless spending is how it's going to come forward. So just be very mindful about this, because we'll sit there and think, oh, okay, well, I've earned this, or I can do this because of XYZ. And it's like, yeah, okay, true. But also giving yourself a little bit of a cushion, giving yourself a bit of a safety net, and also being kinder to yourself and not having to prove anything to anybody else. That is going to be really, really, really important for you. Making sure that you keep yourself grounded, making sure that you set realistic goals for yourself, because you're also going to have a tendency during this month, Leo, to set really high goals for yourself. You'll make them, most likely you really will, but at what cost? Like, how much will you burn yourself out in the process of doing so? So let's see what Spirit has to say. And if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, put a butterfly in the comment box below. A person will be chosen at random and announced at random. So good luck to everyone. And hit the bell notification if you want to be notified when that announcement is made. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. So this is strength reverse. So that is reiterating that we are kind of out of, not kind of, that we are out of alignment with ourselves, or it'll be very easy to be out of alignment with ourselves during this month, especially if we don't calm it down, center ourselves. We can have very childish reactions to things. So there's the mature Leo and there's the immature Leo. So just being aware of this during this time. Strength is represented by the bear berries. Those are reversed. Our chakra energy, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. This is peace. This is the crown chakra. And Spirit is saying here, crown yourself in peace and move forward with the blessing of this crown chakra, with the openness of this energy of healing, of harmony, of really stepping into your energy and into yourself. So that is beautiful, opened crown chakra, really embracing your peace and embracing what you love. Also, slowing things down during August will be highly beneficial. It's not going to be what we want to do. We really want to put our nose to the grindstone. We want to get things done. We want to push for, these wins. And it makes sense, right? But if we don't slow down and keep things in order, we can just get overwhelmed. And then and then suffer a burnout, or they'll be like, oh my gosh, I can't do any of this, and just kind of walk away. So do be aware of that. It moves us to our energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. This is the Prince of Swords reverse, which is the Knight of Swords in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. This is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But this is reckless energy. This is like getting really upset and running your mouth, right? That's what the Prince of Swords does. So we can have an air sign energy that just talks and then thinks, but we can also have that happen to ourselves during this time. So do be mindful about this. Be mindful about, be mindful of impatience, and be mindful of pushing yourself really, really hard because you impatiently want to, hit a level up or hit a goal and move forward and think like, oh, okay, if I get to this spot, then everything will be better. And then we're just going to see that different challenges are in our way and different doubts and different fears come forward. So being aware of this is going to be a very important thing. We're moving towards awakening, but again, it's uncomfortable, right? We're looking at things and we kind of want things to keep in the status quo, to keep the way that we want to see them. And yet during this time, we're going to see, especially in certain structures of things, we're going to see flaws. We're going to see, kind of like cracks in the armor. And that is going to be important for us to say, okay, how am I moving forward here? And what do I want? So just be mindful about this. The Hierophant is the Pope in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Represents the Pope, right? So the Pope is the highest authority on things, especially in medieval times. So this can be a time where we're questioning what we never thought to question before. And we're looking at things and we can feel like there was unwavering energy that we were never supposed to question, or we never thought of questioning, or we always thought, oh well, this will just be like this. And it's starting to show cracks. So this is a time where having just blind, unwavering, okay, that's the way we're going to do it type of thing isn't really going to work out. So just be aware of this during this time. We are hardworking, we are dedicated, we are determined, and we are focused, and that serves us very, very, very well. We can be workaholics during this month, so do be aware of that, especially on vacations. Like, you will have a tendency to bring your work with you, and either it's like, okay, that's just the way it is, and everybody's going to have to accept it, or yeah, it's going to be difficult for you to shut off. So just be aware of that during this time. With the Page of Pentacles, you are seeing new ideas come your way, new business endeavors, new earning ideas, but this real sense of like, I can plant the seed. Like, I'm planting the seed. What will happen? Like, I'm building this. What's going to happen? How is this going to move forward? Where am I going to go? What is this going to be? And with the Four of Pentacles, we do have vampiric energy coming in, old doubts, old fears, things that people said to us when we were small, that we're thinking, oh no, I can't possibly make it. I can't possibly do this. So just being aware of this with the Four of Pentacles, but also just a sense of feeling drained, of feeling overwhelmed, kind of overextending ourselves too is going to be very, very, very important. And taking in too many different ideas and trying to make them all work at once, it's kind of like we need to learn how to balance. That's also going to be a very important thing. And then we have a tendency to get in our own way. We can want results way too fast. We can be really harsh on ourselves. We can be our own worst critics. So do be aware of that during this time as well. We can also be a little bit aloof and not really know it, because, sometimes that does happen, and we can feel, kind of kept out of something. And it's like, well, why am I being kept out of this? And we have that cat-like nature to us coming forward during this time, where it can be like, well, I didn't know you wanted to come. And they could really mean like, I didn't know you wanted to come. So just being aware of that, being sure to advocate for yourself, but also being sure to say, do I really want this? Like, is this something that I really want to move forward with? Or is this something that I'm just feeling a little wounded or a little bit like forgotten during this time, and I don't really want to be participating in XYZ, but I don't want to feel like I'm being left out. So just be aware of that too. Being open and honest with yourself is also going to be really important. Our subconscious spirit message is here. It is mystery, and this is the ghost pipe, and this is reverse. We can feel like the mystery is gone. We can feel like things are a little bit humdrum, like a little bit like, okay, and this, and then this, and then this. So just being aware of that, embracing the mystery, the wonderment, finding the little things that are just beautiful that we take for granted, and starting to see the beauty, in the cliches, like in the sunset, in the sunrise, in the flower, in children laughing in the way that the dog can just run and run and run and just be so blissful. Like just those little things is going to be a very beautiful thing for us. It moves us then to our Earth Star chakra, located 6 inches below our feet. This is Mother Earth. Connecting with nature is also going to be a very charging, powerful thing for us. It moves us then to our energy to be mindful of. And the Six of Swords is telling us that, like, just like the Prince of Swords told us, we can be reckless. We can want to charge forward just for the sake of moving, just for the sake of feeling like, okay, I'm getting there, I'm pushing, I'm going. So just being aware of this is going to be really important, because Spirit is saying to us, slow down, think things through, say what it is that you want, and then, single-mindedly go after it, because that's going to be our best way. But really, we can bite off too much. Like, we can really sit there and say, I want too much in August. Like, I want to do it all. And then we can't do it all because it's impossible. We get really harsh on ourselves. We get really negative on ourselves. So just being aware of that, because you achieve so much in this month. You achieve so much here, Leo, that you have to see it. You have to see it and stop being down on yourself. It moves us to our subconscious tarot message, and this is the Three of Swords, and the Three of Swords is releasing heartbreak and pain and disappointment, and it's like, no. And we're going to find that we have a very visceral reaction to certain things, where it's like, no, I'm not being defined by that pain, by that wound, by that hurt. And it's like, I'm just walking away from it. I'm just letting it go. And people might not understand, like, why we're doing such a hard break from certain things, but it's going to be very empowering for us. Okay. All right, Leo. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. And please note that this meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Leo. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.